Good afternoon, my brothers and sisters. Man, hey, this massive man. It's from swim muffin, from Red Sea, from Red Sea swim. See this massive muffin. I was competing with the Casanabari, with the whales, with the sharks muffin. This is one. It's from too much swimming, crossing the Red Sea from Eritrea all the way to Saudi Arabia to Egypt, to the Mediterranean. So just swimming muffin to Yemen, everything like that. Or this one I have to take it off because I don't want other people to claim ground for that. So today I'm gonna talk about our seafaring ancestors, their memory, and seafaring, okay, boat making, and the memory still is intact. So you got Sambok, my friend. Ifrit! Ifrit in Arabic is like this genie, my friend, our ancestors, because you got all this slavery from the past, like you got all these Europeans, the Arabs, taking all the people from our area, snatch them. So when they see the big boats of the Ottomans Empire, the Europeans, my friend, of all these Arabs, they used to call them Ifrit, this one. So they were running like crazy. Okay, so Ifrit is a spirit, it's like a genie, like because they were fishing them from the seashores like crazy. People were running away. Not in my area, my friend. So this is like kind of like a big thank you for my dad, because my dad is my superhero, fearless, the bravest dad in the whole entire world, So Ifrit is the name given for a boat, Merkab. Some people call it Sambuk, some people call it Jalba. But we used to call them Ifrit. My dad was crossing the whole Indian Ocean, my friend, Red Sea, swimming, fearless, man, fearless. When I talk, I'm not exaggerating. All our village area, the whole of Eritrea, when they go to Saudi Arabia, what do you do? The kind of jobs they do is, my friend, either ship tending, okay, goat tending in Saudi Arabia, like in Yaba, Abha, Cliff, all that kind of area, okay? So, or they go maybe looking, tending after ships or after their goats or maybe after their cattle, or maybe doing some, what was that, shafat, all this rubbish. But they take every rubbish from the toilets in a boat and they dump it into rubbish place because they call it shafata. Or if the women are lucky enough, and if they go to look, they work in the kitchen like a domestic worker. Always they got this color they hand it's like hot words for cleaning. Okay, so they work for the amirs in the for the rich people. Okay, so that's the job of the whole Eritreans. If you're clever enough, maybe you might be hired by some sheikh or maybe some amir to work for his domestic, for his our harem. My dad, okay, was coursing the whole entire life career as adventurous, fearless man, okay, going with every mouth, okay. He had so many times all these waves, all these monsoon winds from India Ocean was capsizing all their boats, all the items that he used to bring from Saudi Arabia was going to the sea, bed of. So the boats were all this, we call them Alfred. They were capsizing. So what happened is my dad is a merchant, okay, an entrepreneur, spirit, fearless, hero, superhero. So he brings all these items, an entrepreneur, okay, he brings all these items from Saudi Arabia, okay, by aeroplane to Jeddah, okay, then it's transported by boats called Ifrit, like this Sambo. They got this, little engine, like this Yamaha or Mitsubishi, whatever it is, Japanese or South Korea. So they bring them to Ingal, from Ingal to, Aina Friday, Zula, what is it, all this area, okay? So from there, they load them in a lot of camels caravan. Some of them maybe 50, 100, all the way from Foro, the whole of Aklouz, the whole of Eritrea. So it could be like tape recorder players. They used to call them Sony. And so they got automatic this rewinding, They got some of them were called Seiko. Sorry, some of them were called National, Panasonic, and watches, my friend. Okay, mechanical watches, Japanese, Seiko, Rado. Okay? I used to wear them one of them. I was a little kid. So that's my dad, my friend. So all this caravan kind of just filling the whole of my family design. Okay, it's like this Amazon now, like Alibaba. All this Amazon, my friend. My dad was bringing everything, so he was like ahead of his time. You got like people like Microsoft, Bill Gates, okay, like Elon Musk, like Amazon, like Alibaba. All these people, he was my man. He was single-handedly bringing all these items. Also, think about this logistics. All these items, everything. So sometimes he used to bring clothes, all these polyesters, chiffons, electronics, rice, food, TV, video recorder players, watches, everything, you name it, everything. He was the first supplier of the whole literature. We're talking about before this Baruch Shahada. Okay, so that's my dad. So all the boss, they were called Ifrit. So he's got friends like Alishan from our new area. Okay, Alishan. I am Mr. Ayana in Dinda, and all his friends, the parents of Baal, they called before, they used to stay in our hotel. So this is my friend, Ifrit. Okay, because I want to bring it like that, because I have to teach my children, my siblings, my brothers and sisters, like that, because they don't know. If that's boat building, man, boat building, just single-handed, a young man, handsome man, my friend, whole, I could say, all the women, they were falling on the ground for him, my friend. There was a lot of songs about him. Okay, I'm not bragging, seriously, I'm not trying to make him so big beyond what he is, okay? But he is the bravest, the cleverest, okay, adventurous, merchant, sea merchant, okay? So all these Europeans just brag off too much, like, but the answers, so like it makes me laugh. So we are seafarers, so we got so much memory how to make everything the boss. Okay, the jalba we call it, some book, whatever you need. Okay. شفت هذا عفريت تعرف صدق ايه so you see all this with their attack, with their كشوف like that's what they do that so you can create all this eucalyptus tree, you call it a juniper tree, whatever it's like or whatever it is so you build your own boat, my friend, using a nail and like a hammer and the chisel so we go all the memory, so we know house, so they call them some boat, some of them they capsize and some of them they are manuals. So if there is any wind, rough sea monsoon from Indian Ocean, it's really rough. There are some months, I will put that information for you. Times when you don't go because it was so big, the size of a mountain, Basira, sea wave, tide, that will annihilate you. There was a lot of times my dad, they were nearly to sink in the middle of the sea. So they used to throw all their atoms that they brought from Saudi Arabia, okay, into the sea. So they were losing. Well, that's why you have, as a sea merchant, my friend, sometimes you profit, sometimes you get into liability risk and you lose everything. But that's my dad, my friend, sea merchant. Okay, so you go the whole of our colleagues who were working, Guasot, okay, like maybe Guasot na yatalabay sa Arab, Abha, Taif Gale, كل ጊዜ Guasot كنا بنرمونه، بعدين كل بعد كله، ويكان فقط الأخوان كان شفاط زورت خون ويكان، أميرة كاسر فينا تكون تلا آخر، okay, عمي كمان لخي، ويكان أول تخوين سنين كمو على النفح بحر كلام. زيغرا كندي إيدن ويكلاكنا بمسا كالوهم كل هذا أكل بزاك بيا زخول كل أنا يبوي زول كلام مسا كل سبب أنا لكن بكذا إيه بس أسمعني نعلم جينا فريبو بس ليتي زخول بجد مين تحمسة أجمل استثناء ريهم رمسين مكاي أجمل كرابان كابع السعودية مو تشكيل صقر يدخل له بعد صورة وعتيت أوكي يدخل بعد ما يعين بملو كل زي بملو يرتر نسمع خيد أبراهيم سو يبني أوقات اسمه رسول الله كلنا فاميلي أوكي إذا نحن بعرف نهاية بوي بعد كذا اللي يكون كذا إذا خلنا برينا زخلا عرض زخلا كلها تعصيب أسر هرات قواسي أوكي زون كلهم نجارو لكن ميجو نهاية بوي لسه لكنه أم بس سيفير بس أفريت بقول يعني كنا بزين مركب شمال أفريت عندي بقول ሕጂ ዕፍሪት ቀደም ባርነት ስለነበርካ ክኾን ኣለዎ ዕፍሪት ዝብል ካብዚ ጂኒዝ መፅእ ግን ሕጂ ፖስት ገይረልኩም ኣለኹ ቀደም ጊልያነት ስለ ዝወስዶም ነበሩ ምዕራባውያን ቱርኪ ኣዕራብ ኣውሮጳውያን ኩሉ ሰብ ዕፍሪት ጀርባ ክርኢ ከሎ ኩሉ ሃደ ኩሎም በዓል ሳሆ ናይ በዓል ከባቢና በዓል ፎሮም በዓል ዙላ ኦኬ ኣይረፋል እዚ ኩሉ ናይ በዓል ሕጊጎ ኩሉ በቃ ዕፍሪት عفريتي ميت عفريتي ما تسبيرت مالتي اوكي عفريتي ميت حماطه حطيتو لي طرح عفريت كنت ابدا لا كلها سبتها باري اخي شيء عرب ولا تركي ولا اوروبا اوكي عفريت مالك كاب سبيرت نيجينيز متسي اوكي مكرات نتين جلبا يفرقون زول طول طرح كان كلا ولا راي منزل فوتو سمزل المدن يشتو بوت جالبا كاب متسي عفريت اوكي ناي بوي دي خزر دلي እንደገና ميموري ناي جلبا مسرح كل جزء على الساعة زينا طلع أنسى سبحان زينا طلع برينا كل سبب زبمولو ناي علمنا ناي بوري زنا برو كل ما يتعصبون أبواسط أطالهم هم زنا على هايلو لك شافة تصرف زورت ميكا لك أنا سوم كا سمين تندفع فحط قالهم كان لهم نقرن إذن ولا لا ينو كل جزء أقل قلتني أمير كم زين يروح نهي بوتنا تايز زبا يقول لك معناته كين ورا زي كابس مثلا تايمتي كني هذا زي شاي هذا عصبرك تجي أركب على بوي على عيشي على عيان جينا عبود يرادو زون كلهم على ندك فورم سكان يروم زحات أوكي زين تبع أدفنتشر زاركي سي مرشنت ميمور أبوي كاب تاي هذا حاسس يقول مسي ولا كاب أفتا كاب زولا العركي والسعودي ده بخبر ده حم بس سيرك صوتا يقول لك كجاين لندن that's how my dad was adventures ما فرحي يقول أم بس أنا على ما بس هذا زون كلنا وارد بتناقض قدم ما نتيجة جزء إحنا كوب بيزنا نبغى كل زمان درفنا يركز عاركين ميت زخنوا أجمل حمص تريلو خير تمزح يجي أمازون زبها زولا كلام تقولون تتابع علي بابا الجرم تفوتوسهم أوكي ده حاله بعد شهر تنسيه أوكي so إذا ده بقى سي مرشات adventures أوكي entrepreneur إذا ناتي مالك نايم بوي تاريخ معناته هذا زيتي سبزي فلتر سيلقى قولي سيلقى مس أمير تعصيبو السرح قواسا ويكا زوار مكينة ولا قلت وارا زخفت كله مزير كاتما عونك كلا كنا إذا بويسي خمزي أفوق سيلك هيزارة أنا قلت سبا قلت كمس بوبوكس سلزقا جوك ونعكت وارا زي لو يتفتن يوم وكا لازم أنا دي أنا السواني كاولك زي فعفعان بكا كده يوم كله تعبوا لك تمارا كان هاري مبان كلا زي متخين وارا زي عفريت كابز متسي اوكي جيني كابزي سلازي تي ميموري ناي بحري ستيل مثلا يقولوا سامبوك بحر بوت سيفيرين زخون يكون صعدالي زخون يكون حبشالي نحن ورا زي الماكين اوكي جايز you have a lovely day bye